The following opinions are solely those of BoatTest.com and its test captain. The design team at Prestige has recently rolled out a new yacht with the flying bridge moved aft so a retractable sunroof can be placed forward over the salon. This feature combines the open-air feeling of an express cruiser with the comfort and room of a flybridge motor yacht. Join me as I inspect and make a performance review of this all-new Prestige 620S. For BoatTest.com, I'm Captain Steve. On the aft deck is storage for excess stock line coming off the warping winch, a 10-inch cleat, and very beefy stern chocks. At deck level is the foot control for the winch. Of course, all this is repeated to the starboard side, with the addition of a recessed compartment for the shore power connections. Just behind the starboard seat back is access to the cruise quarters. The hatch in the center of the cockpit deck allows access to a very orderly and logically laid out engine room. Headroom is a remarkable 6 feet 5 inches, and you can easily see the thick noise suppression that gives the 620S such a quiet ride, maxing out at only 77 decibels at full speed in the main salon. A glassed-in panel at the aft bulkhead houses the main electrical connections with thick gauge wiring, all double insulated. Massive vent filters to either side keep the engine room cool and free of any salt mist. All the engine start and house batteries are protected in sealed containers. Deck drains from above lead to bronze through-hull fittings, and all hoses are double clamped with the sharp edges protected. To the port bulkhead is your gray water tank and air conditioning system, and forward is the generator with a dual filtration system just above. The upper helm is center-mounted, and the captain's seat is flanked by 2 observer seats. The entire helm, including the leather-wrapped 3-spoked wheel, is gleaming white. All 3 seats have a carbon fiber frame and overstuffed cushions with open ventilated backs, but are lacking in armrests. There's plenty of space at the side of the helm for a workstation, allowing the observers to be active participants in the trip. I found the 620S to be comfortable operating from the standing position at the upper helm, but only when cruising. For maneuvering, the VOLVO controls were too low for me to reach while standing. The lower helm is over to the starboard side, and there's full standing headroom. The console features 2 14-inch nav displays to either side of the helm. The control panel to starboard contains the 3 windshield wiper switches, bow thruster control, trim tabs, joystick, digital engine controls, and the Volvo Penta EVC display. Even though we have the EVC display, I like the full array of analog gauges Prestige included. I also like that everything is mounted against a brown soft touch panel which virtually eliminates any concern for glare at this glass-enclosed helm. A rare feature for any lower helm station is the outstanding visibility that the 620S provides. All the windows are low enough so that even while seated in the salon you have clear sight lines to the horizon. And even though they have to support the flybridge, the window mullions are narrow enough that visibility remains largely uninterrupted. The greenhouse effect of the glass is eliminated thanks to the air conditioning or electrically opening port and starboard side windows, and of course, the opening sunroof. I'd like to see a double wide helm seat, as no owner-operator wants to be sitting alone, and I always promote the benefit of having a second set of eyes looking forward. However, this seat did have dual switches for electrically raising or lowering and sliding the seat fore and aft, which is much appreciated. If you frequently med more or back into a slip, then you might want to order this optional cockpit station for your 620S. Now let's get underway and see how this 620S handles. The Prestige 620S has a length overall of 63 feet 11 inches, a beam of 16 feet 9 inches, and a draft of 4 feet 3 inches. With an empty weight of 49,604 pounds, 3/4 fuel, and 5 people on board, we had a test weight of just over 54,000 pounds. The twin 700 horsepower IPS 900 diesels reached a top speed at 2,400 RPM, which had us running at 31.5 knots. At that speed, we had a fuel burn of 69 gallons per hour, which gave us a range of 304 nautical miles. Best cruise came in at 1750 RPM and 18.1 knots. At that speed, fuel burn was 36.5 gallons per hour for a range of 331 nautical miles. We reached planing speed in 8.4 seconds, 20 miles per hour in 8.6 seconds, and accelerated through 30 miles per hour in 16.6 seconds. Her hard chines keep her stable, and you can see here how they run fully forward to the bow, which helps keep the spray down. She has smooth wave penetration, and the effects can hardly be felt on board. You've got outstanding visibility all the way around, and when accelerating, the bow will come up roughly 5 degrees so you don't lose any sight of the horizon. When you want to return, you've got, again, a 5-degree bank angle, which I find to be very comfortable. We've got a roughly less than 1 foot chop, and I find that the 620S throws water low and well to the side, so try as I might to get any water on the windshield, I'm not able to do it. It's a very dry ride. In my opinion, this Prestige 620S makes a capable cruising platform and provides a solid and stable ride. That's my full test and performance review of the all-new Prestige 620S. For BoatTest.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.